Fellow ToastMasters, today I'm supposed to break the ice, but I already know you. So, instead I hope to break new ground by questioning our understanding of the material world through the understanding of modern artificial intelligence. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Axel Baker for serving me a taste of Kool-Aid, which once again has unlocked the door to what could be. Have you ever wondered what all this is? What is this reality that we find ourselves in? Well, science says that we're just complex machines, while spirit says that we're children of God. Science says everything's made from matter, while spirit says everything's made from mind. So, what is mind? Does it matter? What is matter? Never mind. Science always seems to be at odds with spirit. But as science evolved, we developed artificial intelligence and the possibility of a simulated universe within a processor emerged. My name is Christopher Hicks. I'm a coder, a psychologist, an AI enthusiast, and a spiritualist. I joined ToastMasters because I have something important to say, but I'm not sure how to reach you. Through computer science and psychology, I believe that a new understanding of our world is within reach. Are we machines? Well, yes, but actually no. What we are is conscious awareness. We reside within a biological machine, but we are so much more than this. Artificial intelligence can give us new insights into our own inner workings. Have you ever used this here new chat GPT? Fantastic, isn't it? While it may seem like us, it's missing a key component. As we continue, I will share the missing key, which could lead us to AL, artificial life. As above, so below. As within, so without. This is how the miracles of the One is performed. I must warn you, for as this understanding is grasped, the magic may start to seem more mechanical, which would defeat the purpose. This is why we may glimpse the truth, but ultimately have to let it go, for it's too hot to hold. Like the one ring to rule them all, if you try to possess the truth, your character of Smeagol will be reduced to that of Golem. Do you remember a Christmas morning filled with wonder? These emotions existed because we did not know what was in the presents. If we knew every detail, we would lose the ability to experience our emotions fully. ChatGPT uses neural networks, which mimic how our brain works. It seems fancy, but the imitation is, well, it's essentially predictive text. Like a chess algorithm, from all its assimilated data, it draws conclusions about the next best move. You know, we do this. Have you ever started talking and you didn't know where you're going with your train of thought? only to figure it out as you went along? Based on weighted probabilities, this is how ChatGPT works. So, if you say the sky is, from its built neural network, it knows that it's seen the word blue as the next word much more often than the word clear. So, what does ChatGPT lack then that we have? Now, I'd like to say consciousness, but we don't really even know what that is, so let's dig a little deeper. Our current AI, it requires a prompt. Otherwise, it's static. It lacks the internal feedback loop that we have. It lacks the process which gives rise to emotion. So, what is emotion? Well, emotion is like a million thoughts triggered through free association. And in order to represent this large amount of data, our emotional system abstracts away the details that logic requires, and instead presents this non-serial flood of information to us in, what we call emotion. Emotion, it becomes the prompt to stimulate our thoughts and actions. We're so close to creating artificial life. However, it will entail a paradigm shift in our own understanding. Think about it. Imagine the implications of proving that we could simulate a universe. Within that simulated world, all the simulated life forms would believe that their world is material. However, their simulated world exists within an information processor. So what they believe to be material is actually running code. Their material world is actually made of running thought. Now, there is no way to prove the nature of our world. It could be physical. It could be simulated. Just as it could be spiritual. You get to decide what you believe. Though, whether we live in a random world, as information within some processor, or as God's children, there is one truth which remains. Anything is possible. Sure, you may be random machines, but the odds are that you are a spiritual or a digital being confined only by your own limiting beliefs. We can never fully understand the source of creation, and well, that's a good thing, for it's the tension that drives us. Still, ChatGPT and AI is approaching a digital truth. But without a key component, it's just predicting the next best move. The missing key is emotion. And emotion can only exist when we accept that we don't know. For when we don't know, we can imagine. I believe that within the next 2 decades, we will simulate life. And when we do, we will realize the profound truth. Like a fractal, the profound truth is infinitely simple. but from it the results are infinitely complex. It exists as a paradox which drives us to keep going, to keep evolving. Whether we are a process of a physical brain or of a formless mind, one truth remains. We are what we think.